Aye, man. But speaking of doctors, I saw Dr. Cindy was talking about a lot of people that got retrenched during this time that got payouts
From the company.
from the company. You'd get a payout, be it pension or
Yeah,
or severance package or
that package, yeah.
whatever, and the financial prowess around handling that,
last summer.
Yeah.
you know.
Balls.
Have you ever you resigned before, right?
No.
You left your previous company
To join
you-
another.
to join another.
Yeah, that company was shutting down
Yeah.
when I left.
Oh, so you didn't get a payout.
Yeah, so it wasn't. I just transferred my
Pension or
thingy
provident fund.
to the new one. So I didn't.
You didn't cash it out.
I didn't cash
Have
it
you
out.
ever cashed out pension?
Nah.
Never.
Never ever.
I took cash out.
15 years of
I've,
working.
I've cashed that shit out.
Oh, you cashed it out.
And my boots were
Blind.
What you do with
I've never had any good story coming out of someone who cashed out in their 20s.
most of the fellas when they have changed and cashed out,
Kolot.
That's how I do. I mean, you don't cash. Well, I did cash it out. I'm trying to remember. I did cash it out, and then kapalzal.
No, then that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, into down payment
Down
yadlala.
payment, okay.
Yeah, into down payment yadlala. Transfer.
That was your
fees.
first job,
Yeah, that was from the first job.
moving to your second.
Yeah, so the pension, it wasn't a lot of money,
Yeah,
but it was enough for me to put a down payment on the house. Okay, pay off the car, whatnot. Yeah, and then I moved to one company, and then from that company I moved to the next. That company I didn't cash out the pension.
Okay, you transferred.
I transferred it across, and then now the company that I'm with now, obviously in Tola Ikele, at my most senior.
Sure.
Right, so the amount of pension contributions that are
big.
going in there are big.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the statement, the pension statement. It's looking heavy, my G.
Looking heavy.
When
I uploaded it.
Looking heavy. And I'm thinking, the day I resign, what am I going to do
with that money?
And people always sort of discourage you from cashing it out because pension is a real thing. That's why you still find men way past their pension retirement age at work.
Working. My dad recently he retired this year. Retired. So again die right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's renovating the house back home.
Okay. Did he let you hold some?
Just a little bit, man. I was a little salty though.
How much?
Because actually we're still gonna have the discussion. So maybe it's a meeting. So a meeting is still gonna be held. You know what I'm saying? So he let us hold a little bit when the money.
What's a little bit?
I mean, a little bit, man.
How
much?
bit? How much?
50 Kenyan.
That's not bad. That's a lot of money.
No, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
No. 50 according to the amount they're getting.
Don't count the homie pockets. Don't count the homie pockets.
Man working for
that ain't your money.
He put you through school.
Yeah.
You have men on your feet.
Don't count the homie pockets. That nigga hit you with 50.
I can do it for 50.
That's
but it was easy because I was
able to. But meeting This was.
Oh, maybe Tabo. But I know by Grandin. When my mom retired, she let me hold. A lot more though.
Yeah.
A lot more than that.
You've told the story on the pod before.
Yeah. She let me hold a lot more. But then she wanted me to save it. She wanted all of us to save the money. But I lied and said I did, but I used it.
But why she did give it to you then instead of just putting it in a policy that can?
I don't know.
That can cash out in 5 years.
No, not save it. I didn't. I renovated the crib.
How I poo-poo.
I pay my debts, bro.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna. At least you got to hold something, 50, man. You know, when the rentals retire.
Yeah. I pay my debts.
You gotta hold something. But now, so with the people that are jobless right now, getting retrenched, they're getting payouts.
Yeah.
What's the plan? What do you do?
Fuck, bro.
And it's very easy to burn through it.
So easy. So easy. So easy. I wanna the thing about you engata haigena in your account. Ayona yahlanza mfana.
Yeah,
Akubakwa ma. Nyugo yahlanza.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it was a long time
Money is energy, B.
before I even saw that many zeros in my account. Like
Yeah.
I knew again. You know what I'm saying?
When I was still at
Because you to go late.
okay.
Okay, yeah, zwakala.
Why? Something.
And
And
then
I'm thinking I'm at 10K nyana.
knowing there's ke ba ba reng ha ba emetse nyoko ba re ke lo konmaka account
Fake.
My nigga.
Make space.
Yeah.
batho ba golang ka beke ba etsa jwalo
And with me before I actually, because the money got in, but before I took it to where I really wanted it to go to, I chilled on it, babe. I chilled on it.
You
I'm
know
gonna
when
have to
you
like
balance.
a imagination. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
I was wondering.
Like a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't used the money for what I had initially intended to.
To use it for.
I keep procrastinating, you know. And then by the time I get okay, let me now
I salute.
yeah, I've already blown like 10K, bro.
Because money is
Or,
energy.
or just a little over it. There's a good blow yeah, over 10K.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that with every lump sum, there needs to be a portion that goes to.
But I
Self-indulgence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
had hoped I would be disciplined nyana in that. Okay, okay.
No, you were never gonna do that.
Hey,
You were never gonna do
equal
that.
mabaka, and then
Mabaka
not
tlo
late.
kwale, ne? Mari, you gotta skim 5-10 nyana.
yeah, that's what I did.
Ya masi.
Yeah, self-indulgence.
Yeah, see, but hey, most of the
You have to. You have to.
Most of the
Tlamelo ko re fela wa bona ko se hanyane fela wa bona go bona ena ke ya masipa ena.
yeah,
And then ena na he.
aye. And
pata.
you
No,
can't.
but
It's
right-
so hard to remain.
But what you are saying
disciplined.
is important. It's the same thing that we work on. I blow it. Hanekere, everybody has a perfect plan about the money they don't have. For the money you don't have, you've got a perfect plan.
Yeah, I got a plan. I got a plan for that
Yeah.
Powerball, man.
Yeah.
When that shit
Wabo,
come in.
For the business that's not yours, you have a
Oh.
perfect plan.
Oh.
Because it's not yours, right?
And you realize how many stuff you want once you have the money.
So
I
I was getting there. So when I say what money is energy, what I was trying to go to is that when you don't have it, the plan is perfect. That's why there are people who with perfect plans go Dojo. Why don't you do this? Why they say it's so? It's a perfect plan. It's because you're not doing your podcast, right? Only when you do your podcast. So it's like
Realize.
it's like how the mind works, right? I think I've said this before. Hore. Liko spanning. You've got a perfect plan about how your boss should be.
Word.
Because now your mind, modimo fa mathata e leng hore ke a business planner or whatever your position is at work. He's not giving you mathata e leng hore ha no ha le kane position ya hao. So trust me, when you get 2 million today, US dollars today, there's something today that's gonna come left field. They batlang 150K. That would have never came if you didn't have
If you
the
didn't
money.
have that sort
It's
of
not that now I'm just now using philosophy.
yeah.
But it's as if now le fast ne re sa o bontshe mathata because ne go tseba re tlo jere sona ba na ona chelete. Wa bo? Jwale ka bona sona le yona. There's a shit that you are meant to be dealing
And
with.
that's what happens every time.
I am
Every
telling
time I
you.
receive a large sum of money, ho hla mathata.
I'm telling you because the problem is that, well, depending on your spiritual belief or whatever, I can about okay, maybe madlozi a ka a bona re ntho ena ke kgone ho tobana le yona bo. E re ke thole sponsorship. That's why a lot of times when people say I was paid so little, then when I moved to a company and I had a 50% increase, so now you don't connect it to the fact that actually maybe you got this job so that you can tick off this thing that's been
that's gonna
niggling.
come.
Hey, so everybody has got a perfect plan when
Yeah.
they don't have the money.
Oh, yeah, I know. Like I'm less judgmental of people.
But my plan's still perfect, nigga.
Yeah?
My plan's still perfect.
But
Maybe you have the self-discipline, bro.
or you've
No, not
been
discipline.
banned, or you got banned a few times and you've grown and you've
Yeah, I've blown cash.
Yeah,
bro.
you've
I've
grown.
blown cash. I've blown cash.
you've grown.
You've learned from your lesson.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
learned from
I've-
your
I've-
lesson.
I've
Yeah,
blown. I've blown though.
Yeah. But I wanna like my judgment on people, especially Ska Erebabona on I Blew It. Like I can see how that happened.
Yeah.
Like I can like who know so it was in you go 1.5 yeah ref.
1.5 meter.
Yeah, meat. Literally drank that shit, bro. we
I wrote
we gutile that man o rekile Adri A1 A out of advisor mo high. Rekile IDP. He didn't even do much on that thing, bro. But the rest mnati, feel it's mnati. I can see how that happened.
Yeah, I can also see.
Yeah.
And then the way
I mean, and the 1.5 is not a lot of money. I can
It's
kill
not.
1.5 in 2 transactions.
Yeah.
where what? So
But happy depending on obviously which LSM range.
Yeah,
you sit.
because I in a little Pitori and talk.
Hana the responsibility. Hana basadi.
Why one? And I had no when it clock to sunny side.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine, bro.
Bro, he killed 1.5 million.
1.5, bro, in about 6 months.
How? With what?
In about 6 months. Partying, bro. Like,
Partying.
Mostly partying.
Going
mostly
to Durban.
Partying.
With 10 people, flying them out.
Yeah, no lie, debe.
Booking Zimbali.
Ula patrons.
Ula trans. Yeah, but
And it's always a second hand.
Yeah, on a chincha though.
And it's always second hand.
Yeah, on a
Okay.
Got himself a bad one. Got himself a bad bitch.
That's
Oh man.
that's the first.
Blah.
That's the slippery slope.
Got himself a
man.
bad bitch.
Oh,
But,
man.
what's in here?
Yeah,
We
the
turned
bad
right
one-
there.
the bad one.
And
That was the first mistake.
I knew that comeback.
Got himself a bad bitch. But I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, bro. I get it. And how he was describing Hodore, I kept saying I'll get back on track
You'll
to
never.
the plan. But there was
Never.
always something
Something.
that came, bro. Imtrusang from the plan.
Because they're not saying money is like it's an energy or it's a drug.
Mm.
So once you have the money, it's like good news are a drug. How many times we advise people or how na le ntho e ntle bophelong ba hao? Ska jwetsa motho lay low. It's easy to say that, ne? But taba tse mnate di a chesa.
Mm.
You know, by their very nature. They're exciting and then it's like you wanna share it, it's like it's an injection, bro. It's like I cannot explain it. It's like it's an injection.
Mm.
If an SMS comes right now of my wildest dreams coming true,
Yeah, it's
Buano,
wild, bro.
I'll not blur it out. Come on, chesa.
Yeah,
How fit I go pillow talk? Ke jwetsa me.
And I hate just one thing. I hate the narrative. Yauri, it's black people ba domaga chelete lamsam.
Mhm.
Because if you watch these documentaries about how people who won the lotto have blown shelter one,
No,
Kinda these-
in
these-
America, le makgowa a
le
jwalo.
magoa,
Le
bro.
makgowa a jwalo.
It's not a black.
There is a
thing.
show like that. If
Yeah,
blow it,
yeah.
it tracks people that
Who've won the
who've
lottos,
won and where they've
international
ended.
lottos in America
and they're in a
whatnot.
worse off position than
Yeah.
they were.
These whites are doing the same thing that the black people are doing. I said, I am so too, or God blesses the party.
Eh.
Nuge jwalo mfana re ba di bari kaofela.
O bapala.
Re ba di bari kaofela mfana. That's what I just wanted to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look like you had a thought.
Yeah. So not looking at that.
Yeah. Carl said
said
something really interesting the other day. That sometimes laying low doesn't necessarily mean that you need to keep completely quiet. You just need to keep niggas from knowing.
But niggas,
The
boy,
women
that's
can
what-
know. It's fine. The women can know. But
Uh-huh.
you just need to keep the niggas
Niggas away.
from knowing
How
because
did
the
you qualify
niggas
that?
because the niggas are the ones that are gonna try to take it from you,
Take it how?
like robbing you,
Okay.
Niggas will rob.
But
or deliberately sabotaging you
Niggas
to
will
make sure that
sabotage.
you don't how to lip it.
But told you that as well. They could come as friends.
Yeah, because Banana just trying to enjoy the perks,
next
Yeah.
time, yeah.
right? They're not personally invested into ensuring your demise.
No.
Okay.
But my gents
Get jealous.
my gents will put in work for that shit.
Yeah. And they'll come as friends too.
My gents will do deliberate work for that
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, like they'll come to close proximity.
My gents are
It's about sabotage.
they're the ones that send niggas to your house.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
That nigga that you're drinking with. Kena ata
Yeah.
about Tori. Wa lasa no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Pincha o tsona le.
Yeah, maybe because so
Yeah, no.
Aye.
unless she's part of a
she
plan
was
of a
sent
man.
by.
Unless it was
Yeah.
by another nigga.
But if she's there, she's sent by my gents.
Imagine. But yeah, not
In fact, for
necessarily.
a woman, the more the more where that money came from, the better, because she can keep enjoying the perks.
She can
So
keep
I guess
enjoying
wants the perks.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maramjita, nah, you can't shine. B.
Niggas try to have you lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Niggas, you can't
Especially
shine.
when they see what that money gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pillow talk is not gonna get you. It's not gonna get you into some shit.
No.
The only thing Kadi made.
But then once you start wilding out on the on Insta, and niggas see you got money,
all your woman is flashy.
Yeah. Yeah.
all
yeah.
your woman is flashy.
That's
Oh, man,
another
like
thing.
that hush puppy do. That hush puppy do.
Yeah.
That, that's niggas, bro.
How ironic, hash party. Hey, you are so fucking loud with his money.
Bro, that's niggas, bro.
There's a dog that was supposed to keep just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He was loud, bro.
Like,
He was too loud.
He was loud. He was loud. It was too loud,
What-
bro.
you see,
was
it goes,
loud.
it goes back to what I was saying in that previous episode. So I said, Bill, it's like an injection. Ne? The second thing is this, an overcompensation. How it you are so fixated at washing it with the narrative. So either you wash money by investing it in a business that is legitimate, so that it looks like it's got the right source.
Yeah.
If it's not, you try to wash it by narrative. And that narrative, a lot of time, Kibo, these fake motivations. Work hard. We have 24 hours. What you are doing now is that you are trying to wash the narrative of your money.
Because you get it the easy way.
Hey, because you got it the easy way.
You get it the easy
Not
way.
even easy or scammy way.
Scammy, easy. It's easy. Fuck that.
So,
bro.
Mutojalo,
I was
it's the law of nature. So the law of nature will always expose him. He was always going to get caught.
Yeah, unga di badge.
Because the only way not to get caught is what Mauricio was saying in the other episode, whatever. The only way not to get caught, you also gotta contend with not enjoying the perks that comes with the person that's got a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Being in the limelight.
Keep it boring.
So
Keep
there's a
it boring,
trade-off.
right? Yeah.
So there's a trade-off because unfortunately, that a lot of people want a lot of money so that they can be flashy. They can beg the celeb.
But flashy puts eyes on you.
So that's how you know, people will know who she is, what she does, but the man is like, but now he went to the celebrity world to go fetch this thing that the money can afford him. But now this is the very thing that can actually
it puts scrutiny.
But then
Who
to bag it, you don't have to be loud.
Yes, you don't have to, but then she's loud.
Yeah, but she's loud. And
The problem, she's loud. She's showing off the houses. She's
Yeah.
showing off the cars.
and we know
And
she
then
can't
people
afford
start to
it.
ask, who's that?
Hey, so
Who
we
that?
need to give him. But because you are traceable, it's easy to get to the man.
Who that?
What you see?
Keep it boring.
Yeah,
So-
if she's flashy, then
she's
yeah.
fucking flashy.
So
But it's hard to keep it boring, bro.
So the problem is that if you're not coming from money, like if Nikola you know, the holiday trips and whatnot, yes, the day coming to money, it's easy to keep a low profile because they are not currency. These things are not currency. The problem is that people want to be rich to buy currency, to buy social currency, to beg the chicks I could never beg, to be in circles that I was never had business being in those circles.
Yeah.
So when I get that money, I never wanted wealth.
Yeah. And Emine, like there was a whole documentary on this nigga Hush Puppy, right? Everything that the cops had to get, they found it on his socials. His birthday. They found it on his socials, bruh, because he would post on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Everything they needed, it was oh guy, at a certain guy, okay, Dubai, yeah, social,
Yeah.
Social media.
yeah.
Because you want
They,
validation.
they found him so quick, bro. Like it wasn't hard to shut down that nigga's operation. It isn't very hard. And Hannah sign up the social site on Instagram. He used his real number, his real cell phone number.
Because he uses those numbers.
Yeah, his real email address. You know,
I wonder if he's got a stash
He obviously does it.
because he's not gonna go away for too long.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Nah, he
Yeah,
won't.
those kind of crimes,
Nah,
nah.
he's not gonna go.
I mean, with the amount of money
Fraud.
And those kinds of
Probably-
sometimes.
Probably 8, maybe 10 at most.
But some of them,
If I'm estimating
some of these happen.
5, ne?
Some of them happen. Otolohore. You know, it's like hackers. I think I've
needs
said
to
this
be
before.
it needs to be cashed.
Sometimes when you're a hacker, you become of use to security guard, to the security industry.
Yeah,
So
but
yes,
then they
you
pay
must
you
seem
for
to be
the-
punished, but like FBI hires
Yeah, hackers,
criminals.
Criminals. To help.
because they're like, you understand the criminal. If an FBI guy can sit in here and listen to the podcast and tell us the one who's most likely to steal amongst the three of us.
Yeah.
How did he pick it up? He says, nah,
A criminal tone.
can see how he can talk. I see how he moves. But you have to have been that. You know,
True.
a nigga who's played girls can walk into a party and tell you within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
How do you if you batla ya mole, if you batla you position it and then it's second nature.
Yeah. And you if you've lived that life, you know.
If you've lived that life, it's the same thing about business, right? Like when people churn out these advices as if this is golden nuggets, and sometimes they can be true, but that insight you can only get it in the track. You have to be in the track sweating. So even if you hear it from somebody, it won't resonate unless you are sweating.
Yeah. Okay, that's why whenever you hear like motivational or whatever masepanyana that they spew on the socials about gems or whatever, I gotta see your track record.
Yes.
Bro. I gotta see.
But what I'm saying is that even if that advice is right, so I've got a daughter. If I've got a daughter, I'll say to her maybe, hey, heartbreak, bashimani, juan. I'll be telling her the truth. The mother will tell her the experience from a woman's side. So now you've got two people who are telling you from both sides of the game. Ne? But because they live the experience, that means it's the truth.
Yeah.
The message won't resonate until she's in the game.
Play.
So some advice, even if it's right.
Yeah.
So if you give me business advice, because people like to give, like, let's say, entrepreneurial advice to even people that are not interested in entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
Leave your 9 to 5. You know, if you do this. So that message
it
will only resonate. It will resonate. So something you have to be sweating for the message to make sense.
To land.
For it to land.
Yeah, no, I hear
But you can't think you're going to make an entrepreneur out of telling them you've got the same 24 hours, go quit your jobs. That's irresponsible.
Yeah. That's the thing because when you win the lotto, they give you people, give you like a team. There's a whole team. The whole psychologist, I think. Financial advisor.
That time,
keep all of that shit.
You don't want to hear it?
Nah. Keep
B.
all of that shit.
I don't want to hear it.
Give me my money.
Nah, B.
Give me my money. Ke na le mathata a mangata.
Le bona ba etsetsa
Ke
compliance.
na le mathata a mangata. Ke na le ntho tse ngata tse ke batlang ho di etsa.
Ba etsetsa compliance.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say, okay,
Nah.
it's beneficial for a person
No, it's not.
to sit down
And I don't think
hear?
I don't
For some
think,
people it is, but not for me. Me, I would not want to speak to any of them.
Yeah.
Why not, B?
What are they going to tell me that I don't already know?
Yeah, because when now you
I mean, they're gonna tell you to fucking relax.
you are a
It all sounds such a day.
Yeah, ha inhlantse mare ke batla ke hlanye le hore all my assets are in order.
yeah.
Ke batla ke hlanye ke tseba hore I'm cushioned because now my primary driver bophelong is cushion.
Shame.
So ke a tseba ha ke thola zaga.
But they don't know this.
Ke a cushion. That's why I don't want to hear ke tlo ba jwetsa ga ke batla bua le lona.
But you are forced, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
You are forced to.
You are forced.
Yeah.
Oh my
so,
God.
So get that happen to determine well, would you be in the right state of mind to handle this cash?
They still blow it in ba feel advise you.
Mara ke lo inyofa mara hello.
Hey, mara go train your fight in a good manner though.
No, but
Mara o
what
tshwere boma o tlokile boma 50 meter mfana. O nyofa bokae?
10. 10.
Oh my God.
Y'all are
bro.
fucking wild.
Yeah. I'm a blow.
I wrote 10. That's like 20%.
You can nyofa 10 meter.
Yeah, that's 10%.
When there's
Hi.
Dude, with 40 million, I can make that 10 back.
I'm thinking one.
nah, B. I mean, you know when the
O toga 10 meter
you know
ka
when
mpebe.
the,
That's
you know when the
20%.
Powerball.
Bruh, look at your salary. How much you blow off your salary? Let's
Eh?
use percentages. How much do you blow off your salary? You blow
I
20%.
blow very little. But yo,
No, in
okay.
percentage.
No, but by blow, what do you mean by blow? What's blow?
Traveling business class with my family to all these destinations I've ever wanted to go to.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. It depends. It depends.
Maybe blow to me is in the club.
No.
in the strip
I mean
club.
experiences. I mean
Yeah.
buying
Okay.
the designer clothes that I've never
Yeah,
I've had to think twice before buying. You know, making sure my
traveling, whatever.
What's that sound?
Doing things you haven't done. Usually, I normally think about this shit like when the Powerball is hitting close to 100.
I always think about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those dreams.
yeah. Oh my God!
Yeah, I start thinking about how much money I'm gonna blow, how much money I'm gonna give my mom, my brothers, how much money I'm gonna give my girlfriend, how much money I'm gonna give.
Who I'm telling. Who I'm telling.
Bo tabangana, ka batshwara 10K nyana.
Motherfucker. Give me 10K out of 50 million.
Like I start thinking about like in my head, there's always like a portion of the money for giving away.
Yes, yeah. I have giveaway money.
And then there'll be wilding out money.
Yeah.
And then there'll be investment money.
Yeah.
And then there'll be paying off debt money.
Yeah.
And then I'll be done.
Yeah.
That's why you won't win the lotto.
And
by the time I won't even fucking win it.
Yeah, that's why you won't win it.
I always imagine I would have to, like, it's either move away, you know, because obviously you have set people in mind that you're thinking about. Okay, but I'm gonna set them up. This is what I'm gonna do. But now I need to now remove myself.
After giving them.
Yeah, I need to remove myself because, like, more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? Like Big said. Like,
I mean, I can tell you straight up. If you hit the lotto, right? Let's say maybe you walk away with like 120 million.
Yeah, I need to leave the country.
If I don't get none, bro, I'm gonna be mad salty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be salty too.
I need you to let me hold something.
I need a bar. I need a bar.
For real, if it's 100 million.
But it's a problem. It's a problem because I wanna like Lina in I'm counting his pockets, right? I'm like, my nigga, this is how much you got, though.
It's not a pocket you worked for, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like how much you got. This is how much you got. So, I had a certain expectation of how much money I'm supposed to receive, right? But I'm thankful for whatever he gave me, though. I am. It's just that in my mind, I see it, but I expected a little bit more, you know? And you have to, like...
It is retirement money. It's supposed to sustain him in retirement. I need to understand it.
Because sometimes, you might win. And then you might think, I'm only worthy of 100K.
That's what I'm going to give you.
Yeah. But you want like 100 million rand. And I'm like, my nigga, I thought we were boys, though. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to get
I'll never tell you.
I'm thinking at least $1 million.
Nah, Don't tell me that shit after I've given you 100,000 rand.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Give me that fucking bullshit.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to think it, though.
You see, it's context.
Yeah, I got family, nigga.
Nah.
I've got family.
Yeah, I'm your boy,
so
I've been in the trenches with you. you got 100.
The trenches. What trenches?
But you see, you need to rank yourself.
Yeah.
You got to rank yourself.
Yeah, word.
Just say,
where do you rank in compared to my mom?
In this guy's life?
My brothers.
Compared to I've got a mother.
Yes.
I've got brothers.
Yes.
I've got a loved one. A partner.
Family.
I got a son.
Yes.
I got
a mentor.
There's so much more that comes before you.
Yeah.
You got a mentor.
By the time I get to you, I'm fine.
And
my football thing is 100,000.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Good.
It's good.
It's good.
In the bigger scheme of things.
It's good.
It's just that that's why sometimes you might need to even separate yourself from the people that you were with, though.
I think what you guys getting it wrong is, see, don't give people a reference point. Because now when you give me a reference of how much you want,
that I want
exactly, because that's when you think 100K is
how do you
little.
explain the money?
I don't explain it.
No, yeah. Well, I'd probably only explain it to. Yeah, you have to explain it.
You have to explain the money.
You have to explain
it. It's like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad in Ileana,
you have to explain.
You have to explain when you got the money, bro.
If I was to get a lotto, like real lotto money, whenever I think of you guys,
let's say
I think of collectively as the dojo. So I always think about, if we can buy ourselves out of corporate for a year. So that's how I think about it. Not necessarily sometimes like, I'm giving you because we're friends or I sit and I'm like, there are things that I do in my life. I've got other businesses for this injection. What does it mean for the pod? Then I see, what does it mean for my home life? Okay, I can pay off my houses. I can pay off the car. I know my home situation is good. I've got this other retail business that I'm running there. I want to expand. This is what it will help this cause. Then I come to the point. I'm like, okay, it allows me not to say fuck you to the brands for 2 years. If this guy can spend a whole year working on the pod, if this motherfucker can spend a whole year working on the pod, I think we're gonna turn a profit. Then I come and say, guys, I came into money. Whether it was inheritance or whatever, I don't have to tell you the source. Then I say, I'm gonna donate this to the dojo.
Word.
We will draw salaries.
Word.
Now I'm taking you out of your job. I'm saying make this your main job. That's how I always think about it.
Mm.
I don't think about it like, yo, guys. Because you know what? You know what happens? When you know there's money, it can even kill the passion of the podcast. Because now you're going to be like, I'm going to wake up at 9.
don't have to go there.
I'm a fucking millionaire.
Because I was also thinking, like, for the higher ranking members in your circle that would probably get 500K.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Your
right?
niggas.
Like you wouldn't wanna give them cash.
Nah.
Right? Like I would give you 500K in the form of a townhouse.
Yeah.
What you do, because I set you up, right?
Yeah.
If you decide to liquidate it,
It's a how.
it's a how.
Yeah.
How do I go see?
But whereas if I'm giving you cash, I'm already putting you in a ditch.
Which was Jay-Z's main kind of thing. You know where everybody was set up, like for
he set his boys up,
whatever.
Emery.
Yeah, but everybody felt entitled sometimes, especially when they hit hard times, like Bobini and the trade property guys from Philly. You know, Mara Jay was like, "Yo, my niggas, I gave you a whole fucking clothing line. I gave you this
the blueprint,
advance. Y'all niggas blew it.
Yeah.
But Oscar, I can lay this at nothing." You know, and
kind of that song, Harry. I made millions.
He needs to tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
Yeah, if he wasn't, because sometimes niggas, especially when they hit the hard times, they want to come back and dig from the source.
And even those opportunities I gave you, I did not have to.
Yeah,
because they were not boys. They were just signed at the label.
They were signed,
but because hip hop is always gonna be like, invariably we became friends.
Yeah. And then happy Jay-Z used Beanie's, street cred and whatnot at the time.
Yeah, for business.
And Bafana about, because Beans likes to talk about they were really street shit that he protected the fellas from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They use that too. Yeah. So it kind of made them feel entitled when they hit rock bottom, nyan. Let me go dip because my man's is still good. Let me go dip some more, kada.
And your man's like, nah,
dog.
Yeah. So my thing is like, then I would do like Maurice. So I would not say, I will give you a value worth $500,000.
Yeah.
So if you are my brother and it's about recruiter, because I think it all saying when you know this was free.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just bought a house in Salilio and I'll pay rent. Meanwhile, I know it's yours.
Yeah, I guess I've always wanted
but what I know is that you are living a comfortable life.
Mara, guys, like now thinking like this, I think it comes with a little bit of education.
And bending your fingers, 100,000, 50,000, and you'll come up.
You wouldn't know these lessons if you didn't blow the money you've blown.
And you don't have some discernment.
Yeah, and you don't have some discernment.
Which is education, which is working.
Yeah. So a lot of people who come in this money, they come from the
That's why I get it.
Fuck off.
That's why I get Okasi win. Okasi, when you have a perfect plan for it, Okasi win.
Okasi told.
Yeah, you'll never get it.
Okasi wishful thinking.
Yeah.
How much time?
Dojo